Investigators chasing both international and domestic leads are finding some evidence pointing to a possible foreign connection. And their best information is coming from the recent sale of the SUV involved in the attempted bombing. Sources say the last registered owner of the 1993 Nissan Pathfinder sold the SUV on the internet site Craigslist in the last month for $1,300 in cash, all in $100 bills. The seller described the buyer only as a young man who was Hispanic or Middle Eastern looking. The owner did not provide a name. But investigators using the communications surrounding the car sale are now focusing on that buyer. They won't call him a suspect, but investigators culling through phone records and emails have discovered some contacts overseas. Officials stress they have found no definitive link to al-Qaeda or any terrorist group, but the White House today called the attempted attack a clear act of terrorism.
I think anybody that has the type of material that they had in a car in Times Square, I would say that that was intended to terrorize, absolutely.
But sources say the crudely built device was not fully connected and could not have caused a large-scale explosion. On the floor of the back seat were two clocks, with wires running into a 16-ounce can partially filled with black powder and nestled between two 5-gallon cans of gasoline. And behind the back seat were 3 tanks of propane gas and a large metal box holding 8 bags of non-explosive fertilizer and a pressure cooker filled with wires and firecrackers. Investigators are confident the attack is not part of a wider threat. New York police have searched parked cars in nearly every city block looking for other bombs.
We went through all of the places where we thought there might be a target in all 5 boroughs. We found nothing out of the ordinary.
Meanwhile, investigators continue to pore through hours of videotapes captured by Manhattan surveillance cameras. And they are still trying to identify this man, seen changing his shirt in an alley about a half block away from the smoking SUV. Investigators say the person who recently sold the SUV is not a suspect. In fact, CBS News spoke to the seller's family and was told the seller's been cooperating with police by reviewing surveillance tapes. Katie?
Bob, we're in Washington. Bob, thanks very much.